Dr. Yonekura Haruka, Session 1, Log 13. Today was eventful. In the early morning hours, Student 7 committed our first murder. We think it was a combination of sleep deprivation and stress that finally pushed her over the edge. The important part to note is that Seki won the betting pool. I had put my money on Student 12, which was apparently the wrong choice. To circle back to the topic at hand, though, Student 7 murdered one student at about 3 in the morning, give or take a few minutes. It was fairly gruesome to watch, actually. It certainly wasn't something she planned out, at the very least. It looked like she just sort of snapped? Regardless, as promised, Student 7 was executed as punishment for murder. I was under the impression that we'd simply be executing the students in a clean and simple manner. But it seems that this decision went over my head. I'm not sure whose choice it was, but when I arrived at Student 7's execution chamber, it had been decorated, so to speak. I'm not particularly sure how to describe it. It looked like a classroom, which I'm sure was a familiar sight for Student 7 at least. She was sitting at a desk in the middle of the room with her arm strapped down against the surface of it. Unfortunately, by the time I got there, she had already passed. But I'd rather the other students be there to see it than to see it live myself. Regardless, she was strapped to the desk. From what I understand, she had been... Actually, you know what? Let me just read you Dr. Khan's explanation. Presidential pardon. Student 7 was strapped down in a standard classroom desk. During this time, the student had extremely limited use of her arms, as they were strapped down at the wrist. She was then given a series of documents to apply her signature to, much in line with her title as Student Council President. Her limited range of motion made it difficult for her to take and sign the papers. This was intentional. Each time Student 7 failed to produce an acceptably clear signature, the metal pike within her desk would extend outwards towards her stomach at a rate of 3 inches per failure. This issue was exacerbated by the fact that Student 7 was given increasingly short time periods to produce her signature. After repeated failures, the pike reached its full extension, impaling her in her desk. She was then left to die in that position. The remaining students were present during this period and were dismissed soon after. Doesn't that sound excessive? It would have just been as effective to put a bag over her head or shoot her or something. I suppose that's kind of the point, but regardless, it's gaudy. Frankly, I'm more interested in seeing how things play out from here than anything else. The students understand what's happening now, so... It seems I've got company. I'll end things here for now, then. Dr. Yonekura Haruka, Session 1, Log 13, End.